we are back. Again, I am Chelsea Whittington reporting live on behalf of the Chicago Urban League. And the day is finally here, November 9th, the 63rd annual Golden Fellowship Dinner. And I am broadcasting live from one of three red carpets. Yes, I said three red carpets. We have so much space here at the McCormick Place. We're right outside the Skyline Ballroom, and the champagne reception has just begun. If you tuned in earlier, then you already know the VIP reception was an overwhelming success. So many of Chicago's who's who, but there's who's who all over the place. We are expecting a crowd of more than 2,300 people, and so we're so excited because we know what that means. That means that we are raising millions of dollars on behalf of the Chicago Urban League for the programs and services that we deliver to the communities we serve here in Chicago. I am so proud to be able to represent the Chicago Urban League, and first we want to start with a warm and hearty greeting from our president and CEO, Karen Freeman Wilson. She has set the vision for the night, and everyone has fallen in line from our our chair for this incredible gala, Toy Salter, the host committee, our Chicago Urban League board members. I can't say enough about our sponsors who are listed on the website at chiul.org, and so many more. So I have a special guest coming over. He always joins me on the live, and we listen to him Monday through Friday. This is Joe Soto, and one of our media partners is always iHeart. Joe, what do you get to do tonight? You do your same role. What's your role tonight?
Usually I bring on whoever's performing. And in the years past, it's been the Isleys, Boyz II Men, Babyface, Chaka Khan. Tonight we have one of my favorites from American Idol, because that's where I remember her from, and The Color Purple, Fantasia Barrino.
Oh, my goodness. You're going to say Fantasia Barrino?
I'm going to do it like that. Not as good as you, Chelsea, but I'm going to try to do it like that. Yeah.
So tell me, what is one of your Fantasia songs that you like?
The truth is, because it's the truth.
All right. And tell me how are things going. I heard your whole amazing. Where can we hear you and see you?
B103 Chicago, 102.7 FM, and you can listen to us on the iHeartRadio app all over the world. It's free, by the way. 2 to 7 every Monday through Friday, and on the Back in the Day show, Saturday nights with the sounds of the 70s, 80s, and 90s.
Ooh, that's my era.
Me too.
I love my Joe to the soul to the toe. Thank you so much
I love
for being
Chelsea.
here.
She's the best. Look at her.
Hey.
Huh? Hey, whoa, got a black and white on.
Yes.
Hey.
Clear as black and white. We are here for the Chicago Urban League. Thank you, Joe. I'll see you on the dance floor. All right, now, we are celebrating the Urban League movement, and what would the Urban League movement be without the president and CEO of the Urban League of Northwest Indiana? Of course, she's here to support our own very own Karen Freeman Wilson. Dr. Vanessa Allen McLeod, you have been in the Chicago Urban League movement, the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, the whole 88 plus affiliates across the country. So you know what tonight means. What do you want to say to Karen and the Chicago Urban League team on behalf of the Urban League of Northwest Indiana?
On behalf of the Urban League of Northwest Indiana, where I serve as the president and CEO, I want to say congratulations, my sister, on the 63rd anniversary gala. This is wonderful. I'm looking forward to it. You've worked hard. You deserve this. And I just want you to know that Fantasia is in the house.
You gonna jump up on stage with her?
And she's a Sigma Gamma Rho. I just want to make sure.
We have not brought that to light tonight.
I'm bringing it to light right now. She is a Sigma Gamma Rho, and I'm excited, and I hope I can get a picture with her, Chelsea.
I'm gonna work on that. I know some people.
That.
So now, what is one of your favorite Fantasia songs?
Summertime.
Summertime? All right. Maybe she'll invite you up to sing along with her.
Well, I might, but she is bad all by herself.
Isn't she, though?
All right. I just want to receive what she's going to give, and I'm excited.
All right.
Thank you for this invitation.
Well, before you leave the stage with me, I want to congratulate you on your recent event. You had a diversity and inclusion luncheon in Northwest Indiana. And again, that is part of the Urban League movement. So I want you to talk a little bit about that importance and what before our chair comes.
It's important for us to continue the fight and the struggle and continue talking about why it's important to have a diverse and inclusive community and workforce. So don't be afraid, don't be scared, because we have to continue to talk about the truth and the things that are happening. I know that sometimes some of us may feel hurt But what about our ancestors that
Yeah.
was hurt
Yeah.
years ago? So
Yes.
we have to continue to fight, march, and speak up and
That's right.
speak out.
That's
So
right.
thank you all for continuing the diversity, equity, and inclusion march and focus.
All right. And shout out to Mr. McLeod, who's just being yeah.
Hello.
Her amazing escort and husband. You know, you can't let her out here by herself. All
Yes.
right.
I'd like to congratulate Karen for her 63rd anniversary also.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Y'all go cut around. All right. She wants a picture with Fantasia, y'all. I got to work on that once the red carpet is over. So it's no secret that Karen Freeman Wilson, our president and CEO, hails from Gary, Indiana. So we have a lot of supporters coming from Gary, Indiana. And coming up next is our Calumet Township trustee, but supporter of the Chicago Urban League, Kimberly K. Robinson. Come on to the camera, Kim. You have been stomping with Karen from the city hall. I mean, since you were kids, all over the place. And so,
Well,
what
she
is?
was a little older.
Yeah.
We were kids together. She was a little older.
Okay, she's a little older. Let's be
She's
clear
always
with that.
been my mentor for sure, and my big sister.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna make that clear on camera. But tell me what tonight means to you, and just the whole movement that the Chicago Urban League has created.
Tonight means everything to me because I know how hard Karen and her staff works for this day every year. This is our big thing, to raise funds. She's good at that. And for all the great programs that the Urban League offers to the citizens of Chicago, you know, we're just really proud to support.
All right. Well, I'm always glad to see you coming to support her no matter what she
I'm
does.
trying to catch up with you. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with you.
You know what? And it's Gary for life, but we have added Chicago as our fam, Chicago Urban League. Kimberly K. Robinson, our Calumet Township
We have a
trustee.
good time.
You have a good time. So I lost my little microphone in, and good old Amber has put it right back on the mic. And we are here live on the red carpet. It is the 63rd annual Golden Fellowship Dinner. Tonight we have honorees that will be presented the Bill Berry Award, as well as the Lester H. McKeever Jr. Award. It just shows the service that our leaders have put into the movement here in Northwest Indiana. And so I definitely, I'm just pointing out folks that I want to talk to. We have one of our board members, Mr. Nichols from Ernst & Young. I think he's going to come on over and talk to me about being a board member, or maybe not. Okay, I think he's giving me the nod. He has been on the board. I used to work for the Chicago Urban League back in the day. And yes, I'm putting you on the spot, but you're a board member.
That's okay.
Mr. Nichols from Ernst & Young, thank you so much for being here. You're always supporting the Urban League. Ernst & Young has put on so many different programs, and so this is your time to just talk about your involvement with the league and what you hope to see moving forward with the league.
Well, there is no other organization like the Chicago Urban League in the city of Chicago. This is kind of a hidden secret, but it's not a secret. If you look at the programming, if you look at the people that you help, if you look at the diversity of the constituents that come in every single day getting help and advice and care for the Urban League, there's nothing like this in the city of Chicago.
Yes.
And if you look at the support that we have today, if you look at what's needed in this time, if you look at the breadth of what the possibilities are, this is a critical and integral piece
Yes.
to the success of the city of Chicago.
And I will tell you that a critical piece is also our board members. You all are the ambassadors, the foot soldiers, the face of the organization that allows us to raise the dollars and the awareness so that more people can join the movement. Would you agree?
100%. And it's not just individuals, it's the companies and the corporations that have been constituents, that have been followers and supporters for years,
Yes.
for many years. I'm very proud that EY has been a supporter of the Chicago Urban League for over 20 years. We are steadfast in our support. We will continue our support because we believe in the mission.
Yes. Well, thank you, David Nichols, EY, Ernst & Young, board member. We're not going to let you go, so you get to stay on the board forever.
Yes.
Okay? Thank you
plan
so
on it.
much for joining me.
Thank you.
And now it is my honor, it is my pleasure, this firecracker of a leader, former mayor of the city of Chicago, Councilor Lori Lightfoot, thank you so much for joining us on the live on behalf of the Chicago Urban League. And you well know the mission of the league and what it means to Chicago's residents. Can you just speak on that tonight?
Well, look, I think people need to understand the history of the Urban League, right? The Urban League was the organization that helped integrate people who are coming from the South as part of the Great Migration.
Yes.
They help with all basic needs: housing, jobs, education. And the modern day Urban League carries on that mission.
Yes.
And obviously adding to, but I think under the leadership of Karen Wilson Freeman, they've done a tremendous job.
Yes.
And more to come.
Yes.
But I'm always pleased and honored to come to this annual gala to celebrate, to reflect, but also, re-energize ourselves with the mission ahead.
Yes.
Well,
I will share with you, Mayor, that Mayor Karen is my mayor. I'm from Gary, Indiana.
All right.
So every time
She's your homegirl.
Yes, she is my homegirl. So every time I see the two of you together, I'm like, there go my mayors. Because we know that politics is local.
Yeah.
We got to talk about what's going on locally and insert ourselves in the narrative to make a difference. And so,
Well, I think, there's a lot of reflections going to happen in light of Tuesday's election. But I think the importance of local leadership is even more prominent now than before.
Yes.
It's going to happen at the local level if it happens anywhere. And it can't just be government organizations, although that's going to be important. But nonprofit organizations like the Urban League, I think, are going to play a crucial role over the course of the next 4 years. And I'm looking forward and excited about engaging.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I'll let you have a good time.
right.
Last question, Mayor. Do you have a favorite Fantasia song?
Listen, every time that girl opens up her mouth, I'm mesmerized. I'm mesmerized. So she's an amazing, amazing singer and has had incredible staying power. So, all hail Fantasia.
All right. I will see you inside. Thank you. Lori Lightfoot. I'm so honored. I'm having a fangirl moment, but I'm going to be cool. Take care now. Is this Mr. Day? Mr. Day, you know what? This is why I love the Chicago Urban League, because it brings so many people together from all walks of life. It is the who's who must attend Gala of the Year. And we are in year 63, and I have one of my buddies from 100 Black Men. He's over there networking with Mayor Lightfoot. But I'll wait for Mr. Day and talk to you about the amazing services that the Chicago Urban League provides. And if you are interested in donating, you don't have to be here to donate. You can head right over to chiul.org. That's CHIUL.org. Come on over here, Mr. Day. I see you hobnobbing and networking, and that's what tonight is all about.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what hat you're wearing, but I'm going to start with 100 Black Men. Introduce yourself and tell me what the Chicago Urban League means to you.
Well, I'm David Day, the chairman of the board of directors for the 100 Black Men of Chicago. And it's not just what the Urban League means to me, it's what it means to all of us.
Yes.
Especially in this last election, we have to circle the wagons because we're the only ones we can count on now.
That's right.
And so it's really critical that we have organizations like the Urban League,
Like 100 Black
like
Men.
100 Black Men of Chicago, so that we can partner with each other, support each other, and understand the importance of the relationship of interdependency.
That's right. And so I want to talk just a little bit about the work your organization continues to do. Most recently, you had your college fair, and it's just, you set the tone for what upstanding Black men can be, have been, and will be, and reaching back and helping others. Talk a little bit about the mission, Mr. Dave.
Well, we had our 22nd college scholarship fair.
Was Howard there?
Howard was there.
Okay, we good. We're good then. Okay.
But here's the thing that's interesting. We did a study for the African Americans that entered into kindergarten in 2015. Only 3 are going to graduate out of 100.
Really?
So that means that we need to come up with what we're going to do next year is we're going to have a career expo, because not everybody is college bound.
That sounds like a great partnership with the Chicago Urban League. We have our Center for Workforce Development, and I saw our Vice President, Andrew Wells, around here somewhere. I'm going to find him, but you have started a movement right here on this side.
We've got to, because there are certifications out there. You do not need a college degree to fly a 737.
That's right.
Just certification.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that our young people know about it, and we're going to partner with the Urban League. Trust me.
Alrighty. Well, we have Dave Day here right now, and I am so thankful for the 100 Black Men of Chicago and a new partnership with it we just formed right here on camera.
No additional cost.
No additional cost. The Chicago Urban League. I'm Chelsea Whittington. I'm broadcasting live. So excited to be here for the 63rd annual Golden Fellowship Dinner. And I see the parents of my boss lady, Calmetta Coleman. Calmetta Coleman is our Chief Operating Officer. And when I talk to you about someone who's dedicated, committed, and rides consistently for the Chicago Urban League, it would be her. I also want to talk, I'm looking around because there's so many people in the background. I'm just trying to figure out who's next. I did see Andrew Wells, our Vice President of Workforce Development, walk that way. I was trying to wave them down, but as they continue to walk around, I will definitely call them over to the camera. But I wanted to talk about Dr. Z and Dr. Carol Adams, two of our honorees for tonight. When we talk about the Bill Berry Award and we talk about the Lester H. McKeever Award, it's just our way through the Chicago Urban League, making history by honoring people who continue to make history in our community. And so that's definitely a highlight of tonight's program. And then when we talk about all the different sponsors, so many that I will not play the sponsorship game tonight, but I will definitely shout out my media partners, because without our media, we wouldn't be able to sell out every year. And we have a record number of attendees tonight, more than 2,300. In a minute, we're going to pick up and move from the red carpet over to the champagne reception, because this is by far the largest venue that the Golden Fellowship Dinner has ever been held in. For more than 50 plus years, we had the Hilton. And there's a lot of history with the Hilton. And then we moved over to, we've done other venues, but this time, Mary Green, the producer of tonight's show and also the producer of the Black Women's Expo, made an executive decision. And she decided that she was going to move the Golden Fellowship Dinner to McCormick Place. So here we are outside of the Skyline Ballroom. We're on the red carpet, and we have so many beautiful Black people who are lined up to take photos. And then soon we will recess into the ballroom where the program will begin. And as you have been hearing with me talking to the various people who have come across the camera, Fantasia is in the house. So every year we always close it out with a headline entertainer, and tonight is no different. We're excited to have Fantasia. She has been someone who's been on our short list for quite some time, and when she was doing The Color Purple, we couldn't snag her. She stayed busy, but as fate would have it, we were able to secure her for this year, and now we are so excited for her to come and bless the stage at the conclusion of the program. I will share. Hi. Thank you so much. How are you? I got a random leg right here on the live. I love doing that. And I'm waiting on Amber. She's bringing back some more of our supporters. But again, we want to thank our media partners. We have iHeartMedia. That's why I'm standing in front of the iHeart Step and Repeat, because iHeart allows us to do commercials. They allow us to do interviews. And then they come and they cover and they announce constantly. And so it lets Chicagoland know that the Golden Fellowship Dinner is coming. And then when it's over, they still continue to promote. Same thing goes for ABC 7 Chicago. And ABC 7 Chicago, we had Samantha Chapman in the VIP reception. And now we have our board president who is coming to talk to me. I have been waiting because you all have to see this dress. Dr. Suzette McKinney. Always. Hi. How are you? I am wonderful. I always like to brag that I see my board president in the vineyard and now here at the gala. You look, I'm looking for a good word.
Oh, no.
Captivating.
Oh, thank you.
Amazingly, phenomenally gorgeous. How are you feeling tonight, Madam President?
You know what? I am so excited about tonight, Chelsea. It's going to be a groundbreaking, record-breaking, monumental evening.
You've been talking to Toy.
No, I mean, that's just how I feel.
Yes.
And, you know, can I be real?
Be real.
after the week that we have had as Black women,
Yes.
I am so honored and so proud to stand on the stage tonight because I'm pretty sure that this is the first time in history where the Chicago Urban League's president and CEO, board chair, and gala chair are all Black women.
Come on, making history.
Yes, making history in more ways than one.
Yes.
So I couldn't be more thrilled.
Well, your leadership is paramount when we talk about boards because we know the ones that are just listed on letterheads,
Yeah.
and then there are the working boards. Talk about your leadership style with as serving as head of the board.
So for me, as board chair, I think it's imperative that I understand what the mission is, what the goals are, and how the organization is setting out to meet its mission. And then my second job after that is to make sure that I'm challenging the staff and challenging the board to push harder, to go stronger, to go deeper so that we can ensure that we meet our mission and serve the people in Black and brown communities across the city of Chicago and the Chicagoland region.
Well, I will tell you, she is doing that. Shout out to the Chicago Urban League board. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much.
But I really, really want you to have a great time tonight. Last question. Give me a favorite Fantasia song.
When I see you.
There it is.
That's the bop right there.
That's it. Well, I will see you on the dance floor when I see you.
All right.
Our board president, Dr. Suzette McKinney. Oh my goodness, the energy is on high, and I would be remiss, I have to say it. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. Deidre Monroe, I told you Gary, Indiana was in the house. Hey, Judge, I know that Karen Freeman Wilson, president and CEO of the Chicago Urban League, is your bestie from the womb to the tomb.
That's right.
And so I knew you would be here, and I was going to find you. Amber found you. And what have you to say about tonight?
I would just like to congratulate Karen for doing such a fabulous job. We have been friends, as you said. She is 3 months older than I am.
Just 3 months. I'm going to put this back on for you, Judge. Okay.
And we were playing on the rug together. My first birthday party was at Miss Freeman's house. So I just want to say congratulations to Karen, and we have to continue the fight. Her fight has always been for equality. Her fight has been for economic equality. And we just want to thank Gary, Indiana, for giving us the foundation.
Yes.
Roosevelt class of 79 me.
Your mic is going out. She's talking about Roosevelt.
Yes. Our
Karen.
parents 78. My mother 51 and Miss Freeman 54.
I love it.
So we have a history, and our history is to make this place a better place. DEI is not a bad word.
Yes. The judge is saying it.
It is not a bad word. So I just want to say congratulations to Karen. Thank you for being here, and many more years of success for Karen.
Right. All right. Judge Deidre Monroe, Gary, Indiana, thank you so much for stopping by the red carpet.
Love
you
to
make
hear.
sure you have a good old time tonight now.
I'm going to have some fun.
All right. Oh, coming to the stage. They got y'all. It's professional, but it's personal. Come on over. You all can get on either side, and I'm gonna stand right here in the middle. And you can come on this side. I know y'all been together forever, but if you come on, come on. And you get right here. And you get right here. I have with me my Chicago Urban League family and my family. This is Pamela Stalling, who is the Vice President of Housing and Financial Empowerment. That is a whole mouthful. And her date for the night and for life, husband Ken Stalling, who also happens to be my big brother. All right, we're keeping it in the family there. I said it. But I'm going to start with Pam, Ken, because, Pam, you have been in the Urban League movement for a while now, and you have seen what housing means. You have seen what foreclosure has done in our communities and home ownership. So what does tonight mean for you? Because we're raising money to help those people stay in their homes.
Yes, I'm sorry I lost my voice, but this night means so much to the whole entire league, but especially for the Housing and Financial Empowerment Center, because we educate people on how to keep homes as well as to get into the home. So it helps us with educating our people on the right way to buy a home and to stay in a home.
And you know what I will add with Pam not having her voice? I know well what your department does. And there is a focus that we also have about the inequities that exist when it comes to valuing our homes, right? So when they appraise them, in certain communities, depending on who the appraiser is, they will devalue or undervalue our homes, which is certainly not fair. So that's another mission that your department is taking on. If they want to reach you, just tell them where to reach you. I won't have you to talk too much.
Great. You can give us a call at the League, and we're the Housing Financial Empowerment Center, and that number is 773-285-1500.
See, she lost her voice. She's been out here stomping for the Urban League. We work y'all too hard. I'm sorry about that. But Ken, as a supporter of the Chicago Urban League, Gary residents, loving on Karen Freeman Wilson, how do you feel about being here tonight and the Urban League's mission?
I always look forward to it. It's always a great affair. Karen has been a great leader over here at the Chicago Urban League, so I look forward to continuing to support and all the endeavors that they do. They have so many different positive things they do in the community. So I'm always going to be a supporter of my wife for sure, but the Chicago Urban League as a whole, I support Chicago Urban League.
All right. The Stallings have spoken. Thank you, Pam. Keep empowering us to own our own homes and to stay out of foreclosure. Y'all have fun tonight. I'll see y'all on the dance floor. Ken, last question. A Fantasia song.
Oh, man. Give me one, Chelsea.
When I see you, you like that one? Okay, when I see you. All right, and when I see this microphone, I'm going to get this right here. Did I lose Tyrone? Did I lose him? Okay, we got a board member coming to talk. I'm going to fix my mic. This is what happens on live. This little microphone head does not want to cooperate with me. But here he is. This is my friend. I hung out with him in the vineyard, too.
That's right. We had a good time.
We had a good time in the vineyard and a good time tonight. This is Tyrone Stoudemire, board member, high up executive, travels the world.
Thank you.
Author, congratulations on your book. I'm following you. But
Yes.
tonight, you have been instrumental in making this a magical night. Talk about your role as a board member and just a staunch supporter of the Chicago Urban League.
Let me just say, I have been a part of the Urban League for about 2 decades now.
Mhm.
And to serve as a director on the board, working with Karen, has been phenomenal. The work that she does is second to none. For such a time as this, where we're at in society, the Urban League is making a traumatic difference in people's lives for those yet to come, for
Absolutely.
generations to come, for our children and our children's children. We are living in a critical time, and we have to band together. We have to support one another, love one another like never before.
Yes.
Because tomorrow's not promised.
That's right. You are so right. So I know you want to talk about Hyatt. I gotta let you talk about Hyatt, and you gotta share what your book is about, because I know you're all about equity, diversity, and
Yes,
inclusion,
yeah.
particularly in the hospitality industry.
Absolutely. So Hyatt is a purpose-driven organization, and our purpose is to care for people to be their best.
Okay.
Diversity, equity, and inclusion is the manifestation of our purpose and how it all comes alive.
That's right.
We believe in cross-cultural competence, understanding and connect with different people from different backgrounds, different cultures. At any given day, you can have 50 different languages and 50 different cultures under one umbrella at Hyatt.
There you go.
So diversity is our business imperative. We do it well, and we love people, and we love to care for people to be their best.
You do it well.
I love it. I love it. I
Now
love
your
it.
book, you recently
My
released a book.
Absolutely. Thank you. It's called Diversity Done Right. It is helping practical stories and solutions on how to navigate through cultural differences, regardless of race, gender, orientation, coming together, honoring and respecting our differences, moving beyond Taco Tuesday, Wheelchair Wednesday, Fried Rice Friday, and Soul Food Sunday. We want to be able to build culture so we can get that to do it together.
Well, we are so thankful to have you serving on our board and hooking us up with VIP rooms and all kinds of things that you continue to do.
Thank
Please
you.
don't leave the board. 2 decades is not enough.
It's not enough. It's
Okay.
not enough. But I'm honored. I'm privileged to be able to represent, to do stuff for my own people.
All right. Well, speaking of our own people, do you have your own favorite song for Fantasia?
Listen, everything that Fantasia does is fine by me.
I know that's right. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Good time tonight. She's a phenomenal woman.
Thank you for coming
Thank you.
and gracing
And
our
thank you for
camera.
what you do.
I appreciate
Thank
that.
you for who you are.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, I'm getting the wrap-up sign, so thank you. I got a
Okay,
couple
keep it
of,
going. I guess.
I got a quick announcement I'm going to make. You go ahead. I see the mayor is over there. I'm going to try to see if he'll come over. I talked to the former mayor,
Oh,
but if
wonderful.
you could tell him to come over here, tell him to come over here. Okay, he's coming in 2 minutes. All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about our lineup, and you go have a great night. I'll see you on the dance floor.
All right, see you there for
Tyrone, I will. I
Right.
promise. Tyrone Stoudemire is a longtime board member and supporter coming straight out of the Hyatt. So, what I have not mentioned tonight, and he is going to kill me if I don't do this, is none other than Damon Williams. Damon Williams, comedian extraordinaire, amazing MC. He is the one who will be making us laugh tonight, but moving the program along. And so I want to shout you out, Damon. I've tagged you in all of my posts. And then here I am forgetting to mention you on the live. But I got that done. He is going to open us up, and he's going to make sure that the program moves along smoothly and that we are able to handle the business of the league. Now, let me tell you what's going to happen a little bit later in the evening. Of course, we will hear from our dignitaries. Of course, we're going to honor our awardees with the Bill Berry Award and the Lester H. McKeever Jr. Award. But what we're also excited about before Fantasia hits the stage is none other than our paddle raise. That's right, I said it. When I've been on the planning calls and been in the meetings for this, so much attention and detail has taken place when we talk about the paddle raise, because that is when we bring it home in the name of fundraising. So each one who has registered has given the time and the information so that they can donate to the Chicago Urban League. So we have an auctioneer coming up. She's going to run this. And in addition to doing the donations, we also have trips that will be raffled off. So when you're raising the paddle, you can raise the paddle to win trips. You can raise the paddle to donate. And so I am just totally looking forward to that portion of the program because, of course, our sponsors have come in a mighty way. But when we talk about individual gifts, each person in here, 2,300 strong, will have the opportunity to make a healthy donation to the Chicago Urban League. Now, what do your dollars do? I'm so glad you asked. Earlier, I had to cut my live because it was time for the VIP reception to start. But now I'm able to talk more about the program that we are providing at the Chicago Urban League. One of my favorite programs is for youth. So we give out scholarships, we take the students on college tours, and of course we have programs for them like the back to school program, arming and equipping them with educational needs for them to be successful. Then there's workforce development. Workforce development is also one of my faves because we invite individuals of all ages to be introduced to opportunities through apprenticeships, through internships, through job opportunities, helping them to put together their cover letters, how to dress for the interview, their resumes, and then helping them to get certifications so they become gainfully employed, enabling them to support their families. And so that is workforce development. There's also the Impact Leadership Program. And when we talk about Impact Leadership, our young leaders in the C-suite who are on the rise in Chicagoland, we have a program that allows them to interface with some of Chicago's most amazing leaders and our partnership with the University of Chicago. It's a 9-month rigorous program that they go through the sponsorship of their companies or organizations or themselves, or through some scholarships to the program. And we just keep them going as budding leaders. This was the brainchild of former Chicago Urban League CEO, Andrea. And Andy was here earlier at the VIP reception. I'm sorry, somebody was about to cross my camera and just walk through the live because they're so excited to be here. But I will tell you why they're excited. You can pan to see that everybody is looking to do this right here. They want to take photos and they want to meet and greet with their mayor. And so we talked about the Impact Program, and we thank Andy for being the brainchild for that. And then moving on, we also want to talk about how you can learn more about your Chicago Urban League by going to the website. That's CHIUL.org. Again, that's CHIUL.org. Now, Kelly would get me if I didn't talk about the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation. So many of us during the season of COVID decided that we wanted to step out on faith and start our own businesses. Well, thank goodness for the Chicago Urban League and that the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation provides programming that allows the resources to start their own businesses. And now coming to the camera is none other than the mayor of the city of Chicago, Mayor Brandon. How are you? I am so honored.
You
I'm
look amazing tonight.
well. Wait, let me get that in the mic. What
No,
did you say,
Abby,
Mayor?
you look amazing tonight. Come on, look at the bling.
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Well, we are so glad that I know your schedule is bananas, but you always carve out time to come and support the Chicago Urban League. What do you want to say to Mayor Karen and the whole team over at the Chicago Urban League tonight, Mayor?
Yeah, well, first of all, Karen is an amazing leader. Her time as mayor in Gary has certainly opened up opportunities for other black mayors to get to a position of power and influence. And the Urban League is just so fitting for her leadership and what it has meant for our people over the last several decades now. And, tonight is a culmination of our collective work as we celebrate our accomplishments, but it's really about, us doubling down on our efforts to continue to transform this country. The best way to transform this country is through the lens of blackness. It's a liberating force, and tonight is yet another opportunity for us to unite and remind people that not only are we here, we're here to stay, and we're going to continue to grow.
So, Mayor, coming from you, I know that people, it's a call to action about getting involved. What would you say to those who are on the fence or just watching, like, I want to get involved in Chicago?
It's the best big city in America, $20 billion of new investments since I've been in office. This is the place to really capture the imagination of people. So whatever your interests are, whether it's education, housing, transportation, essentially the things that descendants of slaves have always fought for, that Chicago is a place to continue to organize, to build justice, but really to create real hope and aspirations for our people. So stay involved and really remain connected to the theme or the things that are important to you, because there's room for you.
Well, we are so glad that the Chicago Urban League is important to you. We are always pulling for you. Last and most important question, what's your favorite Fantasia song?
Oh my gosh, see, if I do that, I will say this, that her gospel songs and those gospel hits really connect, so, we're going to enjoy her tonight.
Right.
There's not a song that you're not going to be excited about. So for me, it's all of them, but I love it when she hits the gospel sector.
Yep. Well, I see all your security here, so they'll protect you when she flips her shoes off, okay?
We'll be
all
fine.
right, enjoy the night, Mayor. Thank you for stopping by. You all, this is the mayor of the great city of Chicago. Mayor Brandon stopped by my camera, you all. I am so honored. I've talked to all kinds of mayors tonight. We have Mayor Karen Freeman Wilson, former Mayor Gary. We have Mayor Lori Lightfoot, former mayor of the city of Chicago. Then our current mayor, Brandon Johnson. So I am so excited to have hosted this red carpet. Are they giving us the high sign to head into the boardroom? I said the boardroom. So it is 7 o'clock. And we are getting ready to start the program inside the Skyline. I'm going to ask Amber to just kind of do a final pan of the cameras. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to help you, Amber. They are out here. They are on the red carpet taking photos. And I'm just so excited. Wow, I have gotten some heavy hitting coverage. And it just makes me so proud to be a part of the Chicago Urban League movement. And so I'm going to go ahead and sign off so we can set up in the Skyline Ballroom on behalf of Mary Green, whose birthday happens to be today. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to her much, but she is the orchestrator of this event, MGPG Events. Oh my God, move that camera over, Amber, and I got to talk to this guy right now. Put all your stuff down and give me the biggest hug ever, y'all. This is just my friend, my media god, Jose Sanders. Jose, I didn't know whether he was going to show up. I saw you like the status, and I was like, is he here liking it? Is he on his way? Well, here you are. And I'm going to ask Amber to move that camera over so we got both of them. And here we go. Jose, what is going on with you? ABC is a media partner, and of course you'll be here.
I saw you live. And I said, I'm running late, but I'm going to come straight out of the car to Chelsea.
Gotta love it.
How you doing?
I am doing good. You in like your ABC blue? Is that what you're doing tonight?
Is that it?
It looks real ABC-ish.
I'm just trying to be royal.
Yeah, well, you are. ABC7 has been a media partner for many moons for the Chicago Urban League. But personally, what does the Urban League movement mean to Jose Sanders?
Excellence, baby. nothing but excellence. It is the best of us.
Yeah.
And not only the organization. Let's talk this night specifically. Golden Fellowship is us celebrating the greatness of the things we are, the uplift, the family reunion where we get to put on our best, our finest, and come show up.
Yes.
But the organization has done nothing but goodness for our people for so very long. And you know what? The Urban League has always been, synonymous with class.
Yes.
Activism, but classiness.
I like that. I'm going to steal that.
We always borrow from each other.
We borrow and benchmark. That's what we do.
Yes,
so
we
the
do.
last thing I've been asking everybody, is there a particular Fantasia song that you want to hear tonight in case she's watching? What do you want Fantasia to sing for you tonight?
I don't even care. I want Fantasia to sing like Fantasia sang.
I think she's going to do that.
And she go always, Fantasia from the church like me.
Right.
So when she gets up there, she gets all, like we used to say, get down in the gut bucket.
Yeah.
She goes, like she and Patty, them shoe throwing
And that's
women.
what I told the mayor. I was like, watch out for that shoe flying if he's down front,
And she's so real and genuine. But I just love the way she's evolved with her showmanship, evolved with her act, evolved with her spirit. She's not letting anything drag her down. And Chad, I was so proud of her during this whole Oscar campaign, the way she brought the fashion, she brought that to a whole new level.
Yes.
Everything she did was about class and elegance.
Yes.
And it made people who, if you didn't know Fantasia, you know her now.
You know her now. And if you don't know him, I don't know why. This is Jose Sanders, Chicago 7. Tell us what's your next project, where we can catch you and all that good stuff.
Well, I'm doing all of the movie stuff recently. I've got some things I just finished with Steppenwolf, and I'm doing a lot of the theatrical things right now that I really, can't talk about. But we got the big parades coming now. My big next live thing is the Magnificent Mile Lights Festival.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe it's the holidays already.
Already here. We're getting ready to do a read-through, scripts and all that stuff because it is happening. It's always like right before Thanksgiving, which throws me off a little bit. We're talking about Santa Claus.
All of that.
But that's the next big live one for me as we get. This is my busiest season. Starting here and then we're going all the way through to Black History, January. The Countdown show, which is huge. Oh, Charles. I just won 2 more Emmy Awards last week.
Oh, I did see that. So if they want to follow you, how can they follow you online?
I do mostly Facebook because I like to write, and I do pictures a lot on Instagram, and I'm XX. I'm done with that for so many reasons.
Well, I will just tell you, once again, as much as friends that we are, I am a fan first. I have to say that. Your work is phenomenal. And I just thank you for always just being so down to earth and genuine. We love you as a community, and we are behind you in everything that you do.
We've done some good stuff together, haven't we?
And we are not done.
I know. You always stick up for me and always put me out there and let me represent the way I want to represent. And I get a little choked up because when a lot of people not for you, girl, you've been with me. I'm with Jose Sanders. And the most important thing is when I do an event with you, whenever I see you anywhere, I know everything's going to be polished with pizzazz. It's going to be finessed. I'm going to be taken care of, and the people will be represented correctly.
I'm going to cash app you later. Thank you, Jose. Go in there and have fun. I'll see you on the dance floor.
Okay, sweetie.
And that's the perfect way to end tonight's broadcast on the red carpet. I'm Chelsea Whittington, proudly representing the Chicago Urban League on behalf of Karen Freeman Wilson, Troy Salter, our chair, Dr. Suzette McKinney of Chicago Urban League's Board of Trustees, the entire team at the Chicago Urban League, all of our sponsors and our media partners. We thank you for your support. And if you want to give and make a difference like this 2,300 plus crowd is doing tonight, head right on over to chiul.org. That's CHIUL.org. Thanks so much for watching. Share this video, and we will see you inside.